I had been looking forward to this date night for weeks. The anticipation filled my chest as I got ready, carefully choosing my outfit and applying my makeup. We had planned a romantic evening at an upscale restaurant, followed by a moonlit walk in the nearby park. Little did I know that this night would turn into a horrifying descent into darkness. As I stepped out of my car, the warm evening air wrapped around me like a comforting embrace. The restaurant buzzed with activity, the clinking of glasses and murmur of conversation filling the air. I spotted him at our table, his smile lighting up his face. We exchanged greetings, and our laughter quickly filled the space between us. The evening progressed flawlessly. The food was exquisite, the ambience enchanting. We savoured each bite, lost in the magic of the moment. As we finished our meal, my date suggested a change of plans, a spontaneous detour to a nearby abandoned amusement park. Intrigued by the idea of a unique adventure, I agreed without hesitation. We arrived at the decrepit amusement park, its dilapidated rides and faded attractions standing as eerie remnants of a bygone era. The moon cast an ethereal glow upon the rusted metal and cracked paint. A sense of unease prickled at the back of my neck, but I pushed the feeling aside, eager to embrace the thrill of the unexpected. We wandered through the park, our footsteps echoing in the silence. The once vibrant carnival atmosphere had given way to a desolate emptiness. The air grew heavy, and an unsettling stillness settled over us. The flickering lights overhead cast eerie shadows on the decaying infrastructure, creating a macabre dance of darkness. As we approached an old rollercoaster, its skeletal frame loomed like a hulking beast in the night. My heart quickened with a mix of excitement and trepidation. Against my better judgment, I agreed to take a ride, eager to embrace the thrill of the abandoned park. The rickety rollercoaster car screeched as we climbed the track, the sound echoing through the desolate park. The wind whipped through my hair, the adrenaline coursing through my veins. But as we descended into the darkness, the atmosphere shifted, and an oppressive aura settled upon us. A bone-chilling coldness filled the air, and a pervasive sense of dread enveloped me. The once-forgotten rides came to life, their mechanisms grinding and whirring with an otherworldly energy. I turned to my date, seeking solace in his reassuring presence, but he was gone, vanished into thin air. Panic surged through me, my heart pounding in my chest. I stumbled out of the rollercoaster car, my footsteps echoing in the abandoned park. Shadows danced along the cracked pavement, distorting into twisted figures that seemed to mock my fear. The laughter and joy of the evening had been replaced by a suffocating darkness that threatened to consume me. As I made my way through the park, an inexplicable force drew me to the House of Mirrors, an attraction once filled with laughter and wonder. The entrance loomed before me, its broken glass and peeling paint a testament to the passage of time. Hesitant, I stepped inside, my reflection distorted and fragmented in the shattered mirrors. The air within the House of Mirrors was thick with an eerie energy. My heart raced as I caught glimpses of movement within the reflections, a flicker of movement just beyond my peripheral vision, a shadowy figure darting from mirror to mirror. Fear clawed at my throat as I realized I was not alone. Whispers, barely audible, filled the air, their sinister tones caressing my senses. The mirrors seemed to breathe, distorting my reflection in grotesque ways. Panic consumed me, and I began to run, desperate to escape the labyrinthine halls of the haunted attraction. But the House of Mirrors was a labyrinth of twisted corridors, leading me deeper into the heart of the darkness. Reality blurred, my perception warped by the malevolent forces that permeated the air. The whispers grew louder, their words a cacophony of chilling threats and haunting pleas. Time became meaningless as I navigated the maze, the mirrors taunting me with reflections that seemed to move independently. Shadows flitted around me, whispering secrets that seeped into my very being. The lines between reality and nightmare blurred, until I no longer knew what was real and what was a product of my terror-stricken mind. Exhausted and disoriented, I stumbled upon a room bathed in an eerie glow. The mirrors in this chamber were intact, their surfaces flawless. As I approached, a figure materialized within the glass, a twisted reflection of myself, eyes hollow and filled with malice. The doppelganger reached out, its bony fingers pressing against the mirror, as if desperate to break free. Its voice, a distorted echo of my own, resonated through the room. "Welcome to your new reality," it hissed, its voice a chilling mockery of my own. "You shall forever be trapped in this house of illusions." Terror gripped my heart as the doppelganger's reflection shattered, shards of glass raining down around me. Darkness consumed my vision, and I fell into a void of infinite blackness. When I regained consciousness, I found myself back in the abandoned amusement park. The air was thick with an oppressive silence, and the moon hung low in the sky, casting an eerie glow upon the dilapidated rides and decaying attractions. The events that had unfolded felt like a haunting nightmare, but the residual fear that lingered within me reminded me that it had been all too real. Desperation fueled my desire to escape the desolate park. I stumbled through the deserted pathways, my heart pounding in my chest. Shadows seemed to elongate and contort, taking on monstrous shapes that lurked just beyond the reach of my vision. Whispers carried on a spectral breeze echoed in my ears, their words incomprehensible yet laden with menace. As I rounded a corner, I came face to face with an ominous Ferris wheel, its once colourful carts now rusted and forsaken. A glimmer of hope sparked within me, the belief that perhaps the towering structure held the key to my escape. But as I approached, the Ferris wheel came to life with a malevolent energy. The creaking of the rusty gears filled the air, accompanied by a chorus of eerie laughter that seemed to emanate from the very structure itself. The Ferris wheel's carts began to rotate, moving with an unnatural swiftness. Panic surged through me, and I tried to turn away, but an unseen force compelled me to step into one of the carts. As I was lifted into the air, the world around me blurred into a twisted vortex of darkness and fragmented memories. The whispers grew louder, their words mocking and taunting. Visions of my date's smiling face flashed before my eyes, quickly replaced by grotesque distortions and expressions of malevolence. The Ferris wheel continued its relentless ascent, carrying me higher and higher into the night sky. With each revolution, the intensity of the surrounding darkness increased, threatening to swallow me whole. I closed my eyes, clinging to the faint hope that this nightmare would soon come to an end. When I finally opened my eyes, I found myself suspended at the peak of the Ferris wheel, the world below me a mere blur of distant lights. The air grew cold, biting into my skin, and a suffocating dread settled upon me. Panic gripped my chest as I realized the terrifying truth. I was trapped, a prisoner in this sinister amusement park of horrors. A disembodied voice reverberated through the night, its words seeping into the very fabric of my being. "Welcome to the realm of eternal torment," it intoned, its tone dripping with malevolence. "You shall forever wander this twisted playground, a plaything for the forgotten souls who reside within." Desperation and determination welled up within me, fueling my resolve to escape this nightmarish realm. With trembling hands, I reached into my pocket and retrieved a small object, a lighter. As I flicked it to life, a flickering flame emerged, casting a feeble glow in the surrounding darkness. The Ferris wheel creaked and groaned as I moved along its precarious structure, my heart pounding with each step. Shadows writhed and twisted, their forms distorting and contorting in unnatural ways. The whispers grew louder, their words a cacophony of torment and despair. With a final leap of faith, I launched myself from the Ferris wheel, descending into the abyss below. The air rushed past me, and my screams blended with the haunting laughter of the malevolent spirits. But as I plummeted toward the ground, a burst of searing pain erupted throughout my body, and everything went black. When I awoke, I found myself lying on the grass in the nearby park. The moonlit sky above me held a serene beauty, its gentle light washing away the lingering horrors of the night. It took a moment for my racing heart to steady, for the realization to sink in. I had escaped the clutches of that twisted amusement park, but the scars of the experience would forever remain etched upon my soul. As I stumbled my way back to civilization, the memories of that fateful date night weighed heavily upon me. The fear, the darkness, and the torment were etched into my being, a constant reminder that not all encounters are what they seem. The world had taken on a new sense of fragility, a reminder that even within the realms of love and excitement, darkness can lurk, waiting to consume the unwary. From that night forward, the abandoned amusement park remained a forbidden place, its existence a haunting reminder of the terrors that lie just beyond the veil of normalcy. And as I moved forward, forever changed by that harrowing experience. I vowed to never forget the horrors that can befall us when we least expect them, especially on what should have been a simple and joyous date night.